was for a long time. And right now I'm doing the CBD stuff, the glucosamine. I'm having stem cells injected into my wrist, my shoulder, my back.
Where are you going for that? You going here in the States? You going overseas for that?
I was going down to Guatemala, but I had a Joan Rivers moment down there where they almost lost me on the table.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I went. Well, right now I'm going to Tampa Rejuvenation Center here in Tampa. But when I first started going down to Mexico, they took the bone marrow out of my hips, spun the blood, and hit me with the stem cells the first time, and I was fine. Then they took my stem cells to LA and they colonized them. They grew the stem cells. And when I went back to Guadalajara, there was a 24-hour window when the doctor left LA. I had to meet him there and have him injected within 24 hours. And as soon as they put the needle in my arm, my eyes rolled back. It felt like I had 25 elephants sitting on me. And thank God my wife was there because nobody spoke English, but she read my eyes. And they got the paddles out. All the numbers went crazy. They were getting ready to hit me with the paddles, and I was going under. And when they shut it off, we found out later that they had soaked the stem cells in DMSO so they wouldn't crystallize when they froze them. And I'm allergic to DMSO. So I had a Joan Rivers moment. If my wife hadn't have been there, you know, it would have been a different story. But since I went to Guadalajara, I went down there a couple of times after that and had a couple close calls with, I got conjunctivitis one time when I went down there because of bacteria in the water they put in my arm. So I quit going to Mexico. But now I'm going to a really good place in Tampa, and they're trying to get me up and running again.
Seeing any improvements from the stem cell stuff done here in Tampa?
It's the weirdest thing. I was on the phone with the doctor yesterday, and I said, when you first hit me with the stem cells, I really noticed it in my back, because when I put my left foot down when I walk, there's a crazy pain that goes up my hip, my back, into the back of my ear. Once I got the stem cells and I walked out of the office, I put my left foot down, I put weight on it. There was no pain shooting up through my head. And that lasted about 4 days, and then I was back to square one. You know, if that could last forever, I'd be good. So I told the doctor, you know, I said, this stuff doesn't last very long. You know, it's very, very expensive. It's like $8,000 to have my wrist and my shoulder and my back shot up. And they said, well, we're going to give you all these peptides, which is the healing stuff of the future. And let's just keep going with the protocol and let's see if we can get some improvement. But I notice it right out of the box, and then it wears off pretty quickly.